Thank you very much. Welcome to Coach Oginga. Welcome to Coach Oginga CBC Academy. Today I want us to focus on a few areas in Science and Technology Grade 6. If you are new here, please subscribe and like and follow for more notifications, and also open your notification bell so that you don't miss our products and the services. Now today we are going to talk about the grade 6 science and technology, or we are going to talk about the levers as a simple machine. The other video the previous one, we were talking about the 6 simple machines that help in making work easier. Now today I want us to focus on the levers as one of the simple machines that help in making work easier. Now basically here we are going to look at what is a simple machine. Of course, this we did said it on the previous lesson. We are going to talk about it again. We are going to talk about the uses of levers. We are going to talk about the classes of levers, and of course we are going to talk about the parts of levers and how levers make work easier. Now I want us to start by discussing what a lever is. Now class, a lever is a simple machine that helps in making work easier. As simple as that. A lever is a simple machine that helps in making work easier. Now, in other terms, you can say that a lever is a part of is a group of related parts that are put together to perform a specific work or to perform a given work. So that is all what lever is. And now, before maybe we can look into what lever, maybe the parts of the levers and the classes of the levers, I want to tell you how levers is now going to make these works the work easier. Now the one thing that you need to know that levers are termed as machines simply because they help in they facilitate in doing work. They facilitate work. They make work to be done in most efficient way, right? Now that brings us to defining what a machine is. A machine is a device that make work or that perform a particular task, that perform or make work to be done in the most sufficient way. Now, and when we are talking about a lever as a simple machine, remember we have different types of machines. And simple machines, these are machines that use force. Class, simple machines are machines that use force to do or to carry out a particular task or to help in doing the work. While other machines will use other fuels, will use things like fuel to do a particular work. These include the cars and even the other related machines that will use fuel, and some will use gases. Now let us deep into the parts of the lever. Now levers has got 3 parts. Levers has got 3 parts. That is, we have the load, as part of the liver, we have effort as part of the liver, then we have fulcrum as part of the liver. Now, I want us to look into this part of the liver one by one. Let us start by what we call the fulcrum. The fulcrum, this is the turning point of the liver, the pivoting of the liver. This is where the liver is turning, the turning point of the liver. For instance, I have a case here. I have a case of enal cutter. I have a case of enal cutter. As you can see this, this is an example of a liver, of course. That is an example of a liver. Of course, we are coming there, but I'm still talking about the fulcrum part of it. So I'm saying that the fulcrum is the turning point, of the liver. As you can see, where is turning here is this part here. So that is where we have our fulcrum. Good. Now, that is all about the fulcrum. Effort is the force applied. Now, still using on the same item or the same thing, let us see where we apply force. Are you able to see? At my thumb here. So this is where we will be having our effort. This is where we are applying force. This is where we are applying force. You see? Good. Now, on the load, the load is the weight to be overcome, or the item carried or lifted by the lever. For instance, maybe suppose you are now using this particular cutter to perform a specific work, or to perform a work such as maybe you are clipping your nails, or what you are going to do here, the nails that you are clipping there, that is now the load. That is now the thing that is being carried by this particular lever. So those are the three parts of the lever that we have. So you have to know that, very important. And of course, they are going to help us to dig deep into what lever entails and all that. Now, before we look into the classes of lever, I want us to mention some of the examples of the lever. As a simple machine. Now, so we have various examples of levers as a simple machine. We have these examples at our every dispensaries. Like we have seen them at our homes, we've seen them at schools, we have seen them maybe at various workshops. Now, one of the things that we can use as a lever is a broom. Class, how many of you have seen a broom? Yes, a broom is an example of a lever. We also have a human arm. This human arm here is an example of a lever. Then we have others like we have what we call the nail cutter that I've just used to demonstrate the parts of the levers. Then also we have a wheelbarrow, we have pliers, we have a fishing rod, we have of course the tongs, that is the kitchen tongs. We have what we call the spade or the shovel. We have I've talked of fishing rod. We have what we call the nutcracker. We have the nutcracker, right? And many others, so now we are going to see them in different categories when we will be talking about the classes of levers. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for watching, and please don't fail to turn your notification bell so that you don't miss our next lesson that we are going to talk about the classes of levers. In these classes of levers class, we are going to see how levers can be categorized and in terms of the classes. Now, class, today we have learned what a lever is. We were able to define what a lever is, and we say that lever can be defined as a simple machine that helps in making work easier class. Now, we are also able to say that levers can also be a group of related parts that are put together to perform a task, that are used to perform a task. Or also we go ahead and discuss and talk to what a machine is. Remember, lever is a simple machine. So we had to talk about what is this machine in general. So we said that machines are these things or devices that are used to make work or to perform a task. Now, we also bring in the reason why these things are being called, these items are being called simple machines. And I've said class that they are being referred to simple machines because they are machines that use force to perform or to make work easier. Now, of course, we have other machines that will use fuel, such as those machines are like the car and all sort of other machines. And also we have discussed about the parts of machines, parts of the lever, and we said that we have three parts of the lever. That is the load, that is the fulcrum, and effort. Now, having said that, we also did say the examples of these levers, and we mentioned that these levers, we normally meet them everywhere, at home, in school, and even at various workplaces. Maybe if it happens you have visited a shop somewhere, or a working shop somewhere, like maybe where these carpenters are working. Of course, we'll have that one. Even on the construction sites, you will be able to see some levers being used there. Now, so this marks the end of our lesson. Please subscribe, follow, and like for more. Thank you. Yours, Coach Oginga.